Hi YouTube! I'm back and I am here to do a video about my MEPS experience. So basically it was a Sunday into a Monday and I went to my recruiter's office and there was a lot of paperwork to fill out, but immediately there was another girl that was going to go with me and we went through the whole paperwork process. We actually went through the whole MEPS process together. So having another person there was really, really helpful. So then we boarded the bus, and a guy from the Army's recruiter office, well, I guess an Army recruit, was also on the bus. And then we just kind of went from recruiter station to recruiter station to recruiter station, picking up more and more people who were also going to MEPS. So once we got to the hotel that we were staying at, we finally started opening up to one another because the whole bus ride there, everyone was quiet. They were listening to music or sleeping or, in my case, reading a book. Once we got to the hotel, that's when everyone started talking. That's when I really started to get to know the girl that I went to MEPS with from the start, the one that came from the recruiter station with me. Her name is Ellie, so that's going to make things easier. Ellie, if you're watching, hi! So it was me and Ellie and a couple other girls, and we started talking, and all the boys started talking, and we had to wait a really long time before we were able to actually check in. So we all talked for a long time. We kind of explored a little bit. This hotel is so nice. Great hotel. It was awesome. So we go up and we check in, and they explain the rules. The hotel might or might not have a swimming pool, but if they do, they're going to tell you not to swim in it, which sucks because I brought a swimming suit just in case we were going to a hotel with a pool and they had a pool and they told us not to swim in it. But do not break the rules, because I don't know if that's like one of the rules that can get you in serious trouble, but I would not risk having your entire military career halted just because you wanted to go swimming. So don't do that. There's a dinner that they let you have, and the food was super good. After dinner, then, we had some real girl time. We explored more of the hotel, and we went into our rooms to hang out. We explored more of the hotel. Then we went to the game room, and we played Uno, and there were not any normal playing cards, but we still ended up playing War with the Uno cards. It was really fun. And then we talked to a couple guys that walked in there. Then we went back to my roommate's room, and all of the girls were in there. We watched this really crazy show about people who strip down and survive in the wild. I think it's literally called Naked and Afraid. It's so funny. We watched that for a long time, and oh my gosh, I forgot. Our hotel rooms. Oh my god. They were the nicest hotel room I have ever been in. It's like a living room and then a separate like bedroom that's like attached to the living room and a really nice bathroom. I was so happy to be in a room like that. So basically it was my goal to go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. And the reason for this is because we were waking up at 4:30 in the morning the next day, and I just didn't want to wake up feeling horrible. So we all kind of made a pact. We were like, we're going to go to bed at 8. We're going to go to bed at 8. Come like 10 o'clock, we were like, okay, we're going to go to bed at 11. So basically, like, we didn't really go to bed till like 11:30. And then I tried to go to bed. Let me tell you about going to sleep before MEPS. If you can actually sleep the whole night, I'm so proud of you. But if you're like me, you wake up thinking it's like 2 minutes before 4:30, and then you look at the clock and it's like 12. That is so disappointing when you're like really nervous and you're trying to sleep. You know you're going to be tired the next day and you just can't because it's MEPS. Like, your whole military career could be on the line. So I don't know, I couldn't sleep really well, and eventually I did sleep, and then the alarm clock went off, and then we got ready really quick, and then we went down and we ate breakfast, and we were all really too nervous to eat a big breakfast, but we tried. The dude who was like our liaison, he basically gave us like a little pep talk, and then we were sent off on the bus, and we were split in half. So on like one side of the bus, it was people that were shipping out that day, And on the other side of the bus, it was people that were just processing, like me. So we were all trying to, like, talk to the shippers, and we were like, hey, like, are you excited? And I was just trying to put myself in their shoes. I was like, oh my God, they're really going. They're going for real. This is it. Like, they're going to be at boot camp tomorrow. Like, I felt jealous. I was so excited for them, though. I was like, oh man, I can't wait to be in their position. And then at the other side of it, I was like, oh my God, they're like really going. Like, some of them are never coming back. Like, they really had to say goodbye. And like, oh my God, so many mixed emotions they must be feeling. But mostly I was just like, oh man, you guys must be so excited. Then we got to MEPS. And that is where the fun began. We were already being told what to do when we got off the bus. They were like, you have to show us your ID. So we all pulled out our IDs and we were like, okay, like, here's our ID. And we had to go through a metal detector and like an airport like bag check. And we went through, and this lady comes up to me. She's like, you have to take off your necklace. And I had a cross necklace. And I took it off and I put it through. And they said I couldn't wear it for like the whole day. And I was like, that's fine. And they also told me I couldn't wear the shirt that I was wearing. I had like a tank top similar to this. And they said I had to like put on a t-shirt. And luckily I slept with a t-shirt the night before, so I just put that on over, and so glad that I brought that. So guys, don't wear your tank tops. Girls, don't wear your tank tops. Don't wear a tank top. Wear a shirt. So like a t-shirt. Plain old t-shirt. Be boring. It's okay. So the first step was medical, and that basically took like the entire day. Like, the whole day was medical. We just, oh man, what order did we even go in? We got a briefing about like what MEPS is going to be. Basically, they tell you over and over and over, do not lie. Just don't lie. Don't lie. Don't do it. Like, you're just going to have a problem. They're going to find out. They will find out. You actually sign over access to your medical records during MEPS. So if anyone has told you that they can't have access to your medical records, they are lying to you. Do not lie. Just tell the truth. You can get a waiver. Like, if it's not that serious, you can get in still. If it's really that serious, then don't be lying, and then they're going to find out. They will find out. So I digress. First thing we did, I'm pretty sure I got my blood pressure checked and my heart rate checked. And then I had to get like a bunch of papers to fill out. We had to fill out a bunch of papers. I don't remember what order everything went in, but basically you have to get a vision test, you have to pee, and they're going to test you for drugs. You get your blood drawn. I think they test you for HIV or AIDS or something. They check your hearing. In the vision test, make sure you do well on that, especially if you're joining the Air Force. You really need to make sure you actually take your time on the depth perception test, because everyone told me that you're going to have to like rush, and you're not going to have enough time. I was trying to rush through the depth perception test, and I was doing really well up until a certain point, and he said, take your time, it's okay. And then I ended up getting like the highest depth perception because I took my time and actually was like, wait a minute, that one actually is. So take your time on it. If they try to rush you, then just say, hey, like, can I just have a second? I'm trying to like see if this is right. I think they'll be understanding. Then you have to talk to a person. It's like a preliminary for before you do the underwear Olympics, as they like to call it. But it's basically they ask you questions. I don't know why in the medical portion they would ask you about driving tickets, but they do. They're going to ask about that. They're going to ask you like just questions that they have, like, have you ever had surgery? Like, I had my wisdom teeth out. He asked to find any complications with that. After that, he sent me to the underwear Olympics, and basically you get weighed, and they check your height, and they tell you to strip to your underwear, and everyone in the same room is in their underwear, and you get to do these fun little exercises that are not hard at all. Most of it's like stretches. Some of it checks your balance. They make you do the duck walk. That might be the hardest part. It's really awkward. Then you have to strip all the way down, but you get to wear like a paper gown. You strip all the way down and wait in line to talk to the doctor again. And they do like a fun exam. They check everything. I mean everything. So don't be shy. They're just going to ask you questions. I was really nervous because a girl was temporarily disqualified because she had been 11 pounds underweight. And I was really scared because I was 4 pounds underweight. I didn't know what the cutoff was. I didn't know what the big deal. Like, I didn't know, like, oh my God, like, am I going to be temporarily disqualified? So I was really, really, really nervous by the time I got in there. And the dude told me that I should not lose any more weight. They made me ask a nurse to print off my BMI. So I had to run up there, get that, then come back and hand it to him. He looked at it and said I was actually healthy because I was like 65.5 centimeters. So I'm like 5'5.5". I don't know how they did it. They worked it out. They said that basically what I need to do is I can't lose 1 more pound. They would prefer that I actually meet the minimum weight. So I am working on that now. So they told me that I was cleared. And then the next step was lunch. Oh my gosh. When you wake up at 4:30 in the morning and eat breakfast, and then it's time for lunch at like 11, you're starving. So everyone got in there, and we were so ecstatic to see food. It was like these sandwiches, like you could pick like turkey or ham, or they had like a vegan option. We were eating these sandwiches and we were like, well, if we weren't this hungry, this would taste so bad. But it was the best lunch I have ever had in my entire life. I was that hungry. It actually wasn't that bad. It was just a sandwich. Then I had to fill out like a survey for the Air Force. I think all the branches had to fill out some survey or another. Then I talked to a career advisor. We put down all of the jobs that I was willing to do that, you know, I could put on my wish list or whatever, and what order I wanted to put them in. Then I had to get fingerprinted so that they could do the background examination. I took the TAPAS, which is a personality test. It's not going to count against you if you don't do well on it, but do well on it. Something could come up later and they would look at that and they could think I'm some other personality type than I am. I'd rather that they just get a better picture of who I really am. So after that, I think that's everything that happened before we waited to swear in. So I had to wait like 30 minutes to swear in, and then they like gave us a briefing about swearing in. I think they gave us like one last chance to be like, did anyone lie? And everyone came clean on things that they needed to, and I'm so glad because it's stupid to lie on like in any part of it, because if you lie on any part, you know what, I already went on that tangent. So basically we got to swear in and we kind of like learned how to like stand up properly and like how to like act for it, and someone else's mom took pictures for me because nobody was able to watch me swear in, and it's really easy, like you just repeat after them. And then after we swore in, we were all really, really excited, and all we had to do was wait for the bus. So we got like our books and our music back, and we were all talking. We were very like friendly with each other by this point, because by this point we all had either seen a lot of each other or we had just been through the whole process together. And MEPS is like scary and exciting all in one day, and you're really tired and like you're going through something that you like, it's important. So we just kind of all made a bond with each other. We were all really excited and really proud of each other. And for those people that were either disqualified or temporarily disqualified, you know, we try to like support them and make them feel better about their situation. Then we waited for the bus to come back. We waited forever. And then I was texting my mom. I was like, Mom, I made it in. Dad, I made it in. I told everybody I made it in. I sent them pictures. And everyone was really, really proud of me. Then we had the bus ride home. We were all joking around on the bus ride back home. And that's my MEPS journey. I'm so excited. I'm officially a Depper. My MEPS was, I should have made this video a long time ago, because MEPS, I think I went Sunday the 3rd, and it's like the 12th or something. Sorry guys, got really busy, but that's my MEPS journey. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below, and I will try to answer all of your questions to the fullest extent of my knowledge. Alright, bye guys!